Welcome back to the Workbench, where uncut and unedited, you can watch me, just a guy, try to make things. And what we're making today, or what we're continuing to make today, is a Wacky Races diorama. Specifically today, we're going to be working on Penelope Pitstop's Compact Pussycat. So we've been working on, oops, and I just lost a wheel off of it. We've been working on the Mean Machine of Dick Dastardly. But we're going to set that aside for right now, except I will re-glue that wheel back on. Let's set that aside and start working on the Compact Pussycat. So let me move the instructions for Dick's vehicle out of the way, and we'll get Penelope's brought over. And basically what we need to start off by doing is essentially what we did at the beginning with the Mean Machine. We need to build out the wheels and then kind of put them to the chassis. So I've got all that painted up. Took a little time for it to dry. In fact, I've painted up the tub, which is going to be red. It's a reddish color. The front bumper, I guess, which is lips or mouth, and then the rear bumper, they're pink. And we can kind of see the contrast in color here. Now, the body itself is pink and yellow, and this darker color pink here. So there won't be this harsh contrast in color between red and pink. It'll actually be between these two colors here, which I think looks pretty good and pretty right, pretty spot on. In fact, let's bring the picture over so we can kind of remind ourselves of what we're trying to do here. So this is basically straight from the cartoon, the comic. So I want to make sure and kind of try to copy these colors. There's a lot of variation throughout the seasons or the season of Wacky Races. The colors kind of change and vary, but I think this one, I like how this looks. So this is, I think, what we're going to go with for her, for the Compact Pussycat here. That also includes a yellow wheels. Now I had a lighter yellow that I was going to use, but it just did not cover well. It was not opaque at all. So I changed yellows to a little bit more of a mustard color, but I think that's still going to look okay, I think, with the pink. In fact, it might even look a little better just because there's a higher contrast. But anyways, let's go ahead and start getting these together. Where did I put, here's her parts box. I need her axles because I think I'm going to do the same thing we did on the Mean Machine, whereas I'm going to build out the axles and then just cut them, and then that'll give me, then I can just glue the wheels. The one wheel on the Mean Machine didn't glue up very well, apparently. In fact, let's bring that over real quick and see if we can fix that, because that's it's gonna kind of bug me. The other wheels are good though. In fact, I don't know if I showed you guys how it's turned out with the glued wheels instead of just having the loose axles. So they line up nicely. I like how that works. In fact, I'm gonna have to take this apart a little bit to glue it up. So I'll do that in between episodes. We'll get that other wheel glued back on because I like how they fit better. So I think we're gonna do the same thing for this one, for the Compact Pussycat. In other words, well, you know what? Let me just show you. If you didn't see from the episode we did, the Mean Machine, I'll just show you how I plan to do this. In fact, what I think we'll do, what we'll do today is I'll just put together one of the axles and then try to, we'll just try to do one. Because once we've done one, once you've seen one, you've seen them all. So we'll do that. Let me get this stuff out of the way. This is still all on my little Lazy Susan here where I was painting things up. So now we have to use this tool, and I've got to remember how to make this work. Where's the instructions? It might make sense for me to actually look at the instructions. I'll just kind of set them right up here. And then let's see. So yeah, we go through, we take the back side of the wheel, we put it through, and then I can't really see the full instruction here. I'm trying to remember how we do this. Then we place the outside of the wheel here in the little guide. Whoops, drop that. The axle is supposed to be through, and then we go this way, and I've got to get, so what we can do is actually just put both of these, and the axle has to go through here, and then it sits in this groove on this tool. I had the hardest time with this last time too. So you got to kind of hold it in that groove there. And then what we can actually do is just put that side, the front side, it lines up. It has like a spot that it lines up with there. And this goes the opposite way, like so. And then keeping that axle straight, we got to push those together, which is always a little easier said than done because I've got layers of paint on this now, but that kind of encapsulates the axle. There we go, which will go like that. Okay, good. And then from there, we just pop the wheel on, and there's two holes that these little tabs pop into. Let's see if I can do this without getting yellow paint on everything. That's kind of the problem with it. Let me see. Yeah, I heard it. Yeah, these are tough to get in. That might be the best it's going to do. Yeah, I think they're going to stick out a little bit. I might have to touch that yellow paint up in some spots, but I think that'll be okay. Kind of crazy looking, wheel and tire. It's not often you see, yellow wheels with pink tires on a vehicle, but there we go. That's basically it. I'll give it one final push on the wheel, but I think, oh, actually, yeah, that went in a little further. So let me, kills your knuckles. Yeah, that's better. Actually, it's squished on in there. That looks okay. All right, cool. So now we just need to do the same thing again, which is, I think, put that guy through, put this on the wheel tool, or whatever. What do they call this thing? Wheel assembly tool, they're calling it. We're going to go through. In fact, just do it like that. Let's see, get the axle lined up in that groove. And it is, if you didn't see the other episode we did this, it is much easier to go ahead and just use the tool. I thought, we don't need the tool, we'll just line it up. But you really do need something to kind of hold this axle. There it went into the groove. This groove here helps hold that axle square for you. And it really does make it a lot easier. I tried to not use it because, that's how guys are. We don't need instructions, but or tools, I guess. Yeah, but it is much easier this way. Let me get this stuff lined up. The second one's a little tougher because you don't have as much freedom. I think that's it right there. Now the idea is keep that in there. Okay, and then pop it in. Okay, I think that got it. Let me see if I can get it out. Just make sure we're squeezed together. Yep, I think that's good. And then again, the hardest part, especially if you paint these parts, it really is hard to get these wheels in because you got the extra thickness of the paint of the wheel and the tire. Actually, that one went in a little easier than the previous one. And there we go. And now, see, let me show you what I was talking about as far as why I want to clip these axles. Let me move this stuff out of the way, and I'll do the other axle later in between episodes. So if we set this kind of in place where it's going to go, you can see these wheels, because they're just loose on this axle, they angle in and out. Like this one's angling that way, this one's angling that way, because they're meant to just be free spinning. This is a toy that you can pull back and let go, but that's not what we're doing. We're building a diorama with it, so it's going to be static. It's going to be stationary. So I want to make sure these wheels are nice and square. So what I did on the Mean Machine is just glued the back face of the wheel straight to these. I don't know what you want to call these kind of axle holders, these right here. And that way we know it's nice and square. But to do that, I've got to clip these. So let's do that. And then we'll get to kind of see what the Compact Pussycat is going to kind of look like. If we can get these glued on there. There we go. And I can use the reason I went ahead and put the axle in, because obviously we could have just done it without the axle and then glued it on here. But the axle, it kind of acts as a pin and helps locate it down at the bottom of this groove here. So I know I pull that axle all the way down. I can't pull it any further. That's where it needs to be, and so I know where to glue the wheel. I hope that makes sense. And what I did on the last one, which kind of worked apparently, but not completely, because one of the wheels fell off, is I just set the tub on the side here. And what we should be able to do is just touch some glue on here. And you know what I actually did that worked well? And let's do that. I've got some thick CA glue. So the problem we have is these aren't completely flat. They got a little divot in them. But if on one of the wheels over there that I could not get the glue up, when I say over there on the Mean Machine, I used some thick gap filling CA glue. So this is from Starbond. It's their thick CA glue. Always remember too, for Starbond glue, there's a discount. If you want to get some good CA glue, discount down in the description. Shameless plug. There you go. But this is the thick stuff. So it actually has some body to it some thickness to it. So in fact, let me show you. If I put some of the CA glue, I'm gonna put it on the other side that I put the first glue on. It'll actually kind of, there we go. It actually has, now it has some thickness. It stands up. So when I put the wheel on, when I put this wheel on, it should make contact with the CA, and then even though there's a divot in there, that gap will fill with this thick CA glue. So what I want to do is carefully bring the axle all the way down, and then let's just try to sit it all the way down. I think I'm going to have to probably hold it because it's going to want to fall. There we go. It's holding okay. All right, there. And then we'll let that sit, and I'm just going to let that CA glue naturally cure. I don't want to spray. I have my, I finally found my Starbond accelerant. It was out in the garage. I finally found it. I've got the accelerant we could spray it with, but I'd rather not. I'll just let it naturally kind of cure there. Let me carefully turn this just a little bit. We got I'll get that later after. I got some dust and whatnot on there, but we'll get that once everything's dried up. And I'm going to do the same thing on this guy on the back wheel also. And I do want to just make basically just a dot of this glue. Because sometimes CA glue can kind of haze. You don't want it to squeeze out or overshoot your glue glue location there. Because it can. Is that making contact? I hope so. We'll let that sit. But the point being is it can haze up your paint. I really don't want that to do. I don't want that to happen because we're doing this as this flat kind of satin finish, and you can't really sand that out. You know what I mean? It kind of is what it is. So yeah, I don't want that to happen. So anyways, there's kind of what the color combinations are going to look like. And then then we've got the light pink. So we've got, and the only thing that's red, as far as I can tell, let's look at this again. The only thing that is red is kind of the undercarriage. See the wheel wells? That's why I did the tub chassis part of the chassis there. Red is this undercarriage, and the wheel wells is red. The body of the car, most of the car is this lighter color pink. And then the wheels, and then it looks like these accents here are this darker pink or magenta or whatever color it is. I don't know. And it looks like, I don't know if I want to, I think I'm going to do her. I can't tell if she's, these colors kind of are very close. These two different, you can tell they're different, right? Like right here where you can see it, the pinks against each other. I think she's probably her helmet. What we might do is her helmet, the darker pink, but I think her jumpsuit or her racing suit there might be the lighter pink. Yeah. And then her gloves, I think, are going to be the darker pink along with the steering wheel. Yeah. Same with the parasol, the umbrella. I want to say carousel, but that's a thing you ride that goes around a parasol. Is that what they're called? But her umbrella, I think we're gonna go dark pink, light pink, white, and then the bow is red. Yeah, I think, and then all the yellow stuff, of course, or blonde hair and all that. So I think that's going to be the color combination for the Compact Pussycat. And then again, here's the Mean Machine, which I have a good contrast also. And I love how the colors are turning out. I love the satin kind of matte color. Really, to me, it really makes it look like the cartoon. I think that's going to look really good, especially once we build out a base for it to sit on with kind of I think I'm gonna have them. I think I found a good. I think it's kind of through a desert scene. I think it'll look good, or I'll find a good scene to build out on a base and then have just a painted cell background. I think it's going to look really cool. But anyways, I don't want to touch this. I'm going to let this glue up. I'll do the other side, get the other axle done. Today I'm going to be working body work so that we can start painting the two upper halves of the bodies. Both of the upper half of the bodies still need body work done. Where this was cracked. I got to put a wheel back on apparently. But I'll get the body work done. And then, next time when we come back, hopefully tomorrow, I think maybe we can start painting figures, because that's kind of where we're at. I guess I've actually got to paint out the interior for the Compact Pussycat. So let me do that too. We'll have that ready for tomorrow. And then I'll have her glued up and hopefully kind of a solid color paint on Penelope Pitstop. I gotta make sure. I always want to say, I got called out. I accidentally say Penelope Cruz every now and then, but it's no, Penelope Pitstop. Penelope Cruz is an actress, I think, and that's why I'm saying the name. Is that right? Anyways, Penelope Pitstop. We'll get her interior built out and her kind of a solid color. So maybe hopefully tomorrow, we can start painting out the figures, which would be kind of fun and kind of cool. That's where things will really start coming together. But we're almost done with the cars themselves, and then we get to build the diorama part, which would be a lot of fun. But anyways, let me know what you think down in the comments. If you have any ideas or things you'd like to see happen, please let me know. Let me know what you think. Hit that like button if you would. It helps with the old YouTube algorithms. Hit the subscribe button if you want to keep up with this. Check the description down below. There is a playlist if you want to get caught up on this. Oh, and check in the morning, watch in the morning for the YouTube shorts, because I'll give a close-up. I'll finish this out and I'll give kind of a close-up look at it. The filmography, my filming techniques are not great, but I'm working on it. I've got some ideas for the shorts, but for now, they're just very simple. Here's what it looks like, but you can get a close-up of what is finished up today before we go in tomorrow. Anyways, look for that. Do all those things you do on YouTube, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.